Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us. We're Northeastern Illinois University on CAN TV, and today we're going to have a conversation with the university president. I feel weird doing this, but I guess for the benefit of our viewing audience, I should introduce myself to you.
Yes.
My name is Mike Dizon. I'm your chief of staff.
Yes.
And you are?
And I'm Dr. Gloria Gibson. I'm the president of Northeastern Illinois University.
And so, Dr. Gibson, we're here today to do one of our favorite things, and that's talk about our university. How about we do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Well, let me start off first by reminding folks that you have been our university president for a couple of months now.
Mm-hmm.
You're relatively new, and you've had a long career in higher education.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a provost at Morgan State University, and that you've also been interim president at the University of Northern Iowa, and your career in higher ed goes way back.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that. How did you get started, and what steps did you take to get to the point where you're at here at Northeastern right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. First, I want to give a shout out to East St. Louis. That's where I actually started. East St. Louis, Illinois is my home. And I graduated from Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville, and I got my undergraduate degree there and my master's degree in music. And so I'm coming home back to the state of Illinois and very happy to be here in Chicago. I also went to Indiana. That's where I got my doctoral degree at Indiana University.
What did you get your doctoral degree in?
I studied ethnomusicology and cultural studies and stayed on the faculty there for a number of years before moving on to Arkansas State, where I was a dean, and University of Northern Iowa, where I was provost, an interim president for a while. And then I had a new experience at Morgan State University, which is a historically black university. And then I ended up at Northeastern, which is a Hispanic serving institution. So I'm very glad to have had a full circle and to be at Northeastern.
You know, I find it interesting that as you evaluate your next career steps, or as you have evaluated your next career steps, I imagine that it's very similar to the process that our prospective students go through as they evaluate their options for college and higher education. And I imagine that's very similar to the process you might have gone through as you were trying to figure out the next step in your career. Unfortunately, you picked Northeastern.
Yes, yes.
So why did you pick Northeastern?
Yes. Well, Northeastern is an excellent school. First and foremost, of course, our academic programs are just stellar, our faculty and staff. And so as students explore options for perhaps their upcoming collegiate experience, please remember that at Northeastern we have great academic programs. Northeastern is a very diverse campus. We have, as a Hispanic serving institution, about 38% Latino students. We also have around 10% African American students. We have Asian American students, international students. So it is a very diverse campus.
And we have really earned the national reputation as the most ethnically diverse university in the Midwest.
Absolutely, and we live that every day. So it's more than just a tagline. Our students are integrated into the very fiber of the institution, and we pride ourselves in the diversity. We're also a very safe campus, and I know that for many parents, as they are looking to send their loved ones off to university, they want to make sure that they're in a safe environment. And so Northeastern also ranks nationally as one of the most safe campuses. And so academic programs, diversity, the safety of our campus. We also we now have a residence hall on campus. We have been primarily known as a commuter campus, but we have the Nest, and that's what we call our residence hall. And it's an apartment style living, and students will be very comfortable there, not only for their living environment, but for their study environment and for the co-curricular activities that take place in the nest.
I want to live in the nest.
Yes.
They're really nice.
They are
actually.
very nice, very nice.
Exponentially nicer than what I was accustomed to living in college.
Absolutely.
I know you're so focused on our students, and you want to make sure that we provide the programs and services in order for them to succeed. So what other priorities do you have as you sort of start your presidency at Northeastern?
Yes. Well, one of my major priorities is actually granting opportunity, granting access to education. I'm a first-generation student. My parents migrated, in fact, to East St. Louis from the South, and they prided themselves in understanding the importance of education, and it's the same today. So access and opportunity, and it changes, education changes the trajectory of a student's life and also the family life as well. So access and opportunity become very, very important. But also, as you stated earlier, students need to come to university and be successful. And so, again, it's about providing services, whether it's tutoring, whether it's peer mentoring, whether it's providing counseling services. We look at the student holistically at Northeastern. And so providing for access, opportunity, and the success of our students, those are really my top priorities.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I know that you've also been out and about a lot lately.
Yes.
And you know, on the days when I'm feeling sorry for myself, when I'm at back-to-back meetings,
Yeah.
all I do is look at your calendar and I don't feel as bad. Because you really have a back-to-back calendar, and a lot of what's on your calendar is the outreach
Yes.
to not only folks internally at the university, but externally. Let's talk about externally. What kind of relationships have you been focused on building
Yes.
since you started?
Yes. Well, first I want to mention that we have other locations for Northeastern. Of course, our main campus is on St. Louis Avenue, but we have El Centro, and we also have the Carruthers Center.
In Bronzeville, and El Centro is in Avondale neighborhood.
That's right. And so I have traveled many times, of course, to those locations to meet our students there, our faculty and our staff. And those have always been very, very productive meetings. But I also have had trips, sort of field trips, and really in a yellow bus.
Yeah, literally.
Where I've gone out and visited high schools and community centers in Little Village. That was a very exciting day. Also met parents and students and alumni there, and we had a great day. We ended the day with a roundtable discussion about how students from Little Village can become more acclimated to the university environment, and hopefully will choose NEIU for their collegiate experience. Also, very, very early on, we had another field trip. And that started at the Puerto Rican Museum of Art and Culture.
In Humboldt Park.
In Humboldt Park, and then we visited some high schools there. We visited the Roberto Clemente High School, met again with parents and students, alumni, faculty. That was a great, great outing. And then we have another field trip coming up soon.
Bronzeville, and that's going to be a packed agenda too, so
Yeah.
brace yourself.
Yeah.
And Bronzeville, like I mentioned, is where our Carruthers Center location is.
Yeah.
What exactly is the Carruthers Center?
Well, the Carruthers Center is a historic building, first and foremost, that is steeped in the rich history of African American culture here in Chicago.
On the south side of Chicago.
On the south side. And what I really love about the building is that there are portraits of very important and influential African Americans who actually visited the Carruthers Center. And so it has a great learning environment. There are classes that are offered there. And actually this fall there will be a cohort of students, first-year students, who will start their collegiate experience there.
That is so
on that
exciting.
location. I
That
know,
is so exciting.
absolutely. But I've been out and about. I've met with legislators. I've met with other community leaders. It's been 5 months, but it's been, like you said, very packed.
And I like how you put it to me not too long ago. Friend-raising and fundraising
Yes.
are important parts of what you do.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
we are about to close our campaign, and I know
Yes.
that something important that has been important to you is making sure that you build those philanthropic relationships.
Absolutely.
How has that been going so far?
It's been going very well. We're going to close out, as you said, our capital campaign. I won't spoil it by giving out the number quite yet, but we have exceeded our goal. I can't say that. But building relationships very, very important with the corporate community. We, as I think you know, we've had Google on campus, and they've been working with our students. In fact, computer science is one of our largest majors, and along with I'm just going to mention a few. I can't mention all of them, but certainly social work. We have a very, very strong College of Education. We started off as a teachers' college that catered to the needs of the community. So we have very, very strong programs, and we're always looking for outreach opportunities where our students can have internships at various locations. So being out and about, providing those opportunities for our students as well as our faculty and staff are very important.
Yeah, and that's the thing about our friends and our alumni. They really support us in terms of whether it's financial or it's moral. It's really good to have that community behind us, but have our backs.
Yes, and I want to say that, our alumni play a very important role with our institution. These are individuals and who have gone through Northeastern. Many come back to serve in different ways, to mentor our students. As I said earlier, perhaps to provide internships, of course to provide that financial support, but most recently at my inauguration, in fact, we had a lot of alums who came back and contributed in many ways to the institution and to the celebration of having a new president.
Yeah, it was good to have them back.
Yes.
And the thing I love most about our alums is that just hearing how successful they've been, and they're living examples of what you can do with a Northeastern degree.
Yeah, and they are everywhere. Our alums are everywhere. And almost any time I go, any place, in the school districts, downtown, I run into our alums, and they all sing the praises of our institution and the wonderful experience that they had while they were students. And I must say also that we have a large number of students who are transfer students. So they don't start their collegiate experience at NEIU. They go to one of the community colleges and they transfer in. And those students also, they are our alums as well, and they do very, very well. And we have students from almost every community college that transfer in the Chicago area that transfer into NEIU.
Yeah. These alums figured out how to be successful, and they knew how to finish or achieve their academic goals. Some of our students are still working through that. So what are the kinds of things you are going to make sure that we are going to do in order to ensure that our current students succeed?
Yes, yes. Well, we have a number of programs in place. And one of the programs that I feel very strongly about is our Summer Bridge program. So, you know, sometimes students need a little extra help in the summer, and we have an excellent bridge program where students come during the summer. They can study math, they can study English, and sort of get back up to speed, if you will, and then start their collegiate experience very strong and really on track with where they need to be. So our success programs are very, very important. We also have first year experience, and we know the data tells us that if students come and they have peer mentors, tutors, faculty who are engaged, that our first year students will do very, very well. And so the first year experience also contributes to our students' success. We want to engage our students in as many ways as we can. Our faculty take pride in having students work with them on research projects. So we have, you know, our students in laboratories. We have our students who are in education, who are observing in preparation to be teachers. So there are many, many ways that we can engage our students with the eye to student success. I always advise students, get to know your faculty, because faculty really care about students and want to do all that they can to help them to be successful.
And it's not really hard to get to know your faculty member at a university like Northeastern, and we have relatively small class sizes.
That's
and
right.
a pretty decent student to faculty ratio.
Yeah, we have a, I would say, a pretty low faculty.
A low faculty ratio.
Yes, faculty-student ratio. And that becomes very rewarding to students because they can get to know their faculty, they can work very closely with them. Some of our students even have publications that they do with faculty. And I should mention as well, we have undergraduate programs, but we also have stellar graduate programs as well. And so, you know, I always say we should all be engaged in lifelong learning. And so for those of you in the audience who have your bachelor's degree, come on back to Northeastern and consider getting a master's degree because that can be also very rewarding as you look for, you know, either new career opportunities, advancement in your current positions. So check us out as well for our graduate programs.
For sure, for sure. Are you having fun as university president?
I am. I really enjoy my work at Northeastern. You know, any university president is going to have challenges, but at the end of the day, it's about our students. It's about our faculty and our staff. But I love our students. And they are, you know, they want you to embrace them and to assist them and help them be successful. So for me, even when I have the long days, or maybe sometimes I have a day that's a little hard, but when I leave my office and I see my students, it makes it all worthwhile. So,
do you think students will, students are having fun, or that prospective students will have fun at Northeastern?
they will have lots of fun because there's so many things to do, so many ways to be engaged at Northeastern. Just this afternoon, I was talking to our student body president, and she's an awesome young lady, and she has all of these ideas about, you know, how the students can work with administration, faculty, and staff to strengthen the university. So, you know, we value the ideas of all, you know, certainly to help us as we move the university forward and look for ways to engage various communities.
Yeah, I think one of the things that Northeastern does really well is we really know how to throw celebrations, don't we?
Yes,
We're always
yes.
recognizing some type of Heritage Month. We're always celebrating some group or part of what makes us such a diverse community.
Absolutely.
And the best part is there's always food involved.
There's
Have you
always
noticed?
And the students love food.
So well, faculty and staff love food too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
and there's something about those experiences that I think make Northeastern really unique.
Yeah.
I mean, have you noticed that at other universities?
Yeah, but I think we are very unique at Northeastern. It's a family. It's we really support each other, and it is more like a family. And I the other thing I would love for the students to check out, and that is the opportunities for funding.
Yeah.
And because I know that many families now are looking at finances and trying to make those difficult decisions. But Northeastern is a university, one of the most affordable universities.
That's our reputation.
In Chicagoland. And we have various types of scholarships that we offer. We also have a brand new scholarship that I'd just like to plug a little bit. It's called Golden Opportunity. And so this is right now, it's a scholarship for our first year students. It may expand beyond that, but there it is, Golden Opportunity Scholarship, and it listed there how you can apply, very easy to apply, and it will assist you as you are looking at the opportunities to come to Northeastern. So
you can access this website by going to neiu.edu/begolden.
okay, be golden.
Be golden, and it's really easy. Look, there's like 2 steps.
Yes.
It doesn't get easier than that.
That's right. And you can also apply for FAFSA on there, and you can, there are also links to other scholarship opportunities that we have.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I love how you do that. You're like a natural salesperson.
That's right. That's right. Well, Northeastern is, as I said, it's a great institution, and we want to increase the number of students that we have.
Yeah.
And I also just want to give one last plug for what we sometimes call as adult learners, non-traditional students. You can come to Northeastern and finish a degree if you started it some years ago. We have an office, in fact, and a degree for adult learners. And it's never too late. It's never too late to come back to school and get your degree. So we are inviting all from, high school on up through your 50s, your 60s, your 70s.
70s.
It doesn't matter. We want you to be engaged at the university, and there's something for everyone.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
Well, this has been great, and I feel like I've had much more productive conversation with you now in the past 20 minutes than our rushed meetings during the day. So this has been a real treat. Before we close off, any final thoughts you want to share?
Yeah, I just want to let everyone know that NEIU should be your choice for your collegiate experience, for advancement. It is a wonderful institution with very caring faculty, staff, and administrators, and we want you to become a part of our family because we will take you, we will nurture, we will provide for innovation and creativity, and it really is a great institution.
That is the perfect way to end this. High five.
High five.
Thank you so much, President Gibson, and thanks for joining us today. And remember, Northeastern Illinois University, we're at neiu.edu if you want to learn more about the scholarship that President Gibson talked about. It's neiu.edu/begolden. Thanks a lot. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.